We're finally doing my Tiny Big Feet plush collection. Friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lizzie and I'm a Disney plush collector from the UK. So happy Tuesday. I'm doing perhaps not a long awaited video for you, but a long awaited video for me because I've been meaning to do this for literally years. So Tiny Big Feet started in 2018 and they were little versions of the Big Feet plushes that you know I love. And if you haven't seen my Big Feet collection, I will leave a card up above to that video. But essentially they made far more characters of Tiny Big Feet. They would release whole films of Tiny Big Feet and they would release monthly. They were really affordable as well. They were £5 each in the UK and I believe $5.95 in the US. And all of my collection fits into one box. So we're going to go through that one box today. It's probably going to be a very heavily edited video because I'm just going to get them out of their box as they come and arrange them into what collection they were in if I can. So it's probably going to be a quick video where I just hold them up. I don't have the info on which month they all released in, but they pretty much released every month in 2018 and 2019. So at the tail end of Mickey Memories, as these started in September, we started to see Tiny Big Feet coming out. So then I was collecting Mickey Memories and Tiny Big Feet, and then when Wisdom started in 2019, I was collecting Tiny Big Feet alongside Wisdom. So it was an expensive 2 years. This is by no means every single Tiny Big Feet they bought out because of the fact that these collections were running alongside monthly collections that I had to prioritise, but I do have a good chunk of them. I have an Easter one and I'm going to pop a clip in if I have it. If not, I'll pop in a photo. And I also have the Christmas set, which aren't in this box because I keep my seasonal stuff all together in the loft. So I won't actually be counting them out loud because there's something like 7 in the loft. I'll be counting them down in the corner. So you'll know how many I've got, but I'll only have a rough idea until I edit it. I'm going to start with 2 semi-seasonal ones I have, which are my St. Patrick's Day Chip and Dale. So Chip is a chocolate chip colour and he's got a little St. Patrick's Day outfit on with the suit and top hat and he's really adorable. They used to be with my Around the World plushes, but now they're on top of this bookshelf. It's really hard to make sure I don't lose them basically because things can fall down the back of this bookshelf, so I'm too scared to keep them up there now. And then Dale is like a ginger colour and he's got his red nose, but again he's in the same suit. I like that both of their colourings, the chocolate chip and the more ginger, go really nicely with that green suit, so they haven't had to change the colour of the green suit. So for the Little Mermaid set, they did Ariel, who looks really cute even though she's got no feet, she's got fins. Ursula, who again has no feet, she just has tentacles. Sebastian, who has nothing. They've just kind of made his claws bigger to act as his feet. And Flounder, who I think is the most ridiculous of all my Tiny Big Feet because he has nothing that they could have enhanced. He just looks like a fish. And then this one was actually released in the Disney Dogs collection, but I keep it with the Little Mermaid set and it's Max from the Little Mermaid. So one of the months they released 5 dogs, but because this is Max from the Little Mermaid, he makes sense more with my Little Mermaid set. One more special one I have is one that they released for Mickey Mouse's 90th birthday in 2019. They did release a Tiny Big Feet for Mickey Mouse's 90th. It was again still £5 because they didn't put the price up, and he's a gorgeous grey and red Mickey Mouse. So his skin is a darker grey, his shoes are a lighter grey, and then he's just in a soft red pair of shorts, and I thought he was really lovely. And he's the only one I've kept the tag on for. So it says he's limited release. There's the Tiny Big Feet logo, which I'm hoping to put on my thumbnail if I can get it. And as you can see, he was £5 or €8. I knew the American price, I didn't know the euro price. And then for the Alice in Wonderland set, they did Alice, who is in her traditional blue and white outfit with the black bow. Dinah, you often don't see Dinah, so I'm really glad that they did her. She's got the outrageously big feet, a flower crown on her head, and a bow on her back. Then the Mad Hatter, who looks extra crazy, so he's even got the ticket on his hat even though he's tiny, and he's in his traditional like blue and yellow outfit. And the Cheshire Cat looks absolutely adorable. The eyes are yellow, so he's like in his hypnotic state. For the Aladdin set, we've got Aladdin in his like street urchin outfit, Jasmine in her teal outfit. Her hair looks really strange because you have to push it down and then it just pops back up again. You got the genie with his massive shoes. I think this works really well actually. And Abu, who is the one I want most right now in the Big Feet collection, so I'm hoping I can get him at some point. So I just got out the Disney dogs from the box, and they're actually 6, not 5. So they released Doug from Up, who I would actually be tempted to put with my Up collection, but I like keeping all the tiny big feet together, and I do have the big version anyway. And then Nana from Peter Pan, which is one of my favourites. I really want them to do an actual big feet of this one because Nana's just one of my favourite Disney dogs. Winston from the Disney animated short Feast. I thought this was a really good one to pick, and it actually says Winston on his bone in case you don't know who he is, because doing merch for a short film is a little bit risky as not everyone's seen them. And then you've got Patch from 101 Dalmatians. This one actually looks ridiculous because of how big his feet are. I've got the big feet version and he doesn't look this ridiculous. He actually looks really cute. And then finally Bolt. Bolt doesn't get enough merchandise, so I'm really glad they did him, and they do a big version now, so I would really like to get him next time I'm over in America. I'm glad I've got that Mickey actually, as it doesn't appear in my box that I've got the original red Mickey Mouse, and that's because the red Minnie Mouse was bought purely to go in my car, so I mustn't have got that Mickey. If you haven't seen all of the Minnie Mouse plush in my car, including that big feet, I will leave a card up above. And then from the Lady and the Tramp collection, I've got Lady. I would love them to do her in big form. Tramp, again, I'd love them in big form because I prefer to buy them together. And then I think her name is Peggy. She's absolutely adorable and really fluffy, but I would have liked them to have done Jock as well. And then just the sidekicks from Cinderella. So you've got Gus and Jack, and I absolutely love them. I've got Sully too, somewhere. I don't remember seeing it the last time I sorted out my Sully collection, so I need to dig him out because I definitely have the tiny big feet of him. But I am having a bit of a crisis because I've just looked on Vinted for a particular one and there's other ones I'm missing as well. So it was the Lion King set that made me realise I was missing one. So I've got Simba, Nala, Rafiki, who's really cute, Zazu, and then I've got Timon in like party gear. And when I looked on Vinted for Pumbaa, it turns out I don't have the regular Timon or Pumbaa. I just went for the like party one, and I'm really mad at myself for doing that because I do like having a full collection, but I think some months this just got too expensive and I had to decide which ones I wanted. And then I've got a Dumbo, a Stitch, a Winnie the Pooh, and I've seen on Vinted that they do an Eeyore, and I could have sworn I had Eeyore, so I'm really confused, but I know they all lived in this box, so maybe I couldn't find Eeyore in my local Disney store. And then I've got Miko from Pocahontas and Percy as well. They also did some Bambi characters, but I really don't like Bambi, so I just didn't bother collecting those. And then the final ones to show you, I did do a video of them on their own in 2019, I think, when Toy Story 4 came out. So if you didn't see that video and fancy taking a walk down memory lane with me to see what I was like when I first started out on YouTube, I will leave a card up above, but these are all of my Toy Story tiny big feet. So I've got Woody with Andy still on the foot, Buzz with Andy still on the foot, Rex, who is absolutely adorable, and I'm so glad I've got him in big feet form, original Toy Story Bo Peep, and Ham, who I think they did really well by just making 2 of his feet bigger. And then Prospector Pete, who is really cute. I wish they did more merch of him because even though he's a baddie, he deserves some love. Wheezy, whose 2 feet are connected, which is a really nice touch, Bullseye, and Jessie. And then on to Toy Story 3, you've got Trixie, Buttercup, Lotso, and Mr. Pricklepants, who I think is my favourite out of the Toy Story ones. Then you've got a Toy Story 4 Bo Peep, Duke Kaboom, who was my favourite character from Toy Story 4, Giggle McDimples, who just like Wheezy has connected big feet, Gabby, and of course Ducky and Bunny, who I absolutely love. They're so fluffy. So that is my tiny Big Feet collection. I'm so glad I've finally gotten around to doing this. I could have sworn I had some of those characters that I'm missing, but it must have just been the case that back in those days I went to the Birmingham Disney store, couldn't go until the weekend, maybe some had sold out. Timon and Pumbaa I probably didn't get because I got the other Timon and I don't like getting the same character twice. But Marie, considering Aristocats is one of my favourite films, I don't understand why I don't have her, so maybe I've lost her in one of my house moves or something. But that is my collection. A collection doesn't have to be a complete collection. I've shown you that from my Sum Sums, I've shown you that from my Ufoofies, although I'm pretty sure I've finished my Ufoofy collection now, I'm not 100% sure. I show you that from Munchlings and Wishables regularly because I don't try and break the bank in trying to find the plushes that I'm missing. I just don't believe in it. Collecting is down to personal preference, individual choice, finances. Everyone has different finances, so just get what you love and take care of them. But that is it from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did and let me know down in the comments which one was your favourite. I'll be back on Friday for another video, so enjoy your week and I'll speak to you on Friday. Bye!